name's Tyler, and this is the first episode of TC Tactical. What I wanted to get into was not really a gun review, but a parts review. It's a Glock 19/45 slide on a Glock 45 lower. And I just wanted to get in depth, show you the parts that I assembled this Frankenstein gun with, go to the range, and see what your honest opinion is on it. First things first, let's make sure we unload it. So, mag release, the slide back, make sure there's no ammunition in the barrel. Alright, we're good. Let the slide down, point in a safe direction. And you know it's unloaded. So here we are. Gun's disassembled, so let's go through it piece by piece. First off, start off with the Safari Precision threaded barrel. Got about 400 rounds through it. They say it takes about 200 to get it seasoned, but so far so good. It's shot accurately. I start off at 6 to 10 yards, and then I go out to about 25 or 30 for the max. And the threaded protector, or the thread protector I should say, I use this little silicone washer just to keep it married to the barrel, because a lot of times what you'll see is if you don't have this washer, it'll just back out and you'll lose it, and that's not very good. But with this, it has a very high heat tolerance, so you can tighten this up just snug and it won't fall out, and I've never had a problem. And next, we'll save the slide for last. We'll save the nice main course for last. We got a DPM guide rod, and it's not a captured guide rod, but I prefer these because you can redo the springs on them. They have these little spacers too. I had to use the bigger spacer for this one for some reason. It wasn't cycling, but once I put this in here, it didn't have a problem feeding. But yeah, they come with 2 springs in every set. They're fairly expensive. I can't say the price on YouTube because they'll block my video, but it's worth the money. It's a little heavier. You could tune the weight of the spring easier, and it just functions really well. And for my base plate, or my magazine extension, it's a Tyrant Designs, and I prefer these because it has this little plunger right here, and all you have to do is take the stock base plate off and just push this down and push this over it, and you have 5 more rounds. So this thing holds what is it, 22 plus 1. So a lot of fun. I've never had a problem. It's shot through every bullet, or I should say projectile, for you gun nuts out there. And so let's get to the lower. So I have the Tyrant Designs magwell. It's aluminum magwell, CNC machined. I like it a lot. It keeps my hand up. My purchase, it helps with my purchase on the gun. It helps it from sliding off. It's worth the money. And I have a a Tyrant Designs mag release. I like this one because it's really grippy. Even if your hands are wet or sweaty, you'll still be able to grip this thing. It's nice, and it's extended a little bit. It's not too much where it gets in the way when you're firing the gun, but it's just right. I got the pins. They're titanium coated. I got those from the Glock store, along with the slide release and the block. Titanium coated, just to make it look nice. It's the functionality. It might help a little bit, but it's not like it's gonna make you the best shooter. And then I got this slide release here. It's titanium coated. It's the stock Glock one, except it's extended a little bit. I've added this Timney trigger also. It's a 3-pound pull competition. It's really easy to install. All you do is you take the stock Glock innards out of the housing, and then you just put the Timney innards in the housing, and it's a crisp break. About 3-pound pull. The reset's really good, and I love the flat base on it. And last but not least, the slide. So I didn't do anything with the firing pin or the sleeves or any of that. I kept it all stock. I kept all the springs stock. I just didn't want to mess with it because if you mess with one spring, it's just a balancing act, and I didn't feel like going through that headache. And we got the titanium plunger here. It's just when the trigger bar hits it, makes it slide a little easier. You get a better break, less of a trigger pull. I also got the titanium extractor, and I got these two parts at the Glock store. I highly recommend the Glock store. They have really good products. They use all stock products. They just recoat them in titanium. And I got the Hollow Sun. It's not a green dot. It's a Falcon, or Vulcan, I should say. And what that is, it's a little green arrow. I don't know if I can line it up for you guys. Let's see. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it's an arrow with a dot, but with a circle, but you won't see the circle once you're far away enough on it. And there it is. But all the circle does is it's pretty much on the outside. You won't even see it. You'll just see the arrow. And what the circle does is, if you're cocked to the side, you'll see that part of the circle. And if you see the part of the circle there, you know that you need to realign and shift it one way or another to get center, which I like a lot. And I got this Safari Precision back plate, titanium coated, to match everything else. Gotta do that right. Gotta be baller status if you're in the firing range. And then I got the Trigicon suppressor night sights. These are tritium. You can see them in the dark, but I got them high enough just in case my Vulcan goes out. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, the next segment of this video, we'll go out, shoot it. I wanted to add something too before we go to the range. The slide, it's got all these frames in it. It's really nice. Keeps the heat down a lot. Like with my stock Glock, I can tell like when I rack the slide back, the heat from it can burn your fingers if you shoot enough rounds through it. And with this thing, it takes a lot more rounds for it to get hot. You could get these at Optics Planet, along with this this Vulcan. I got this at Optics Planet too. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend them. They're really good, good products, and a lot of selection. Hey guys, back from the range. Yeah, this thing passes the test. It fed through every piece of ammunition I threw at it. I did some 115s, I did some 124 grains. Very accurate. I'm not the best shot, but I'm a decent shot. Overall, the coating on it is strong. Of course, you're going to get wear right on top of where the barrel is, where the slide hits it. But other than that, yeah, I'd give a Safari Precision a 4 or 5 to a 5-star review. Wanted to thank Center Target Sports and Post Falls, Idaho for letting us film. And I hope this video was entertaining for you guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share.